Welcome to Flip Lesson 37 for the 5th grade. Today we're talking about how to use pictures to represent fractions. And so up on the screen you see 3 different squares, and the question would be, how would you divide these squares into half? Are there different ways that we could do this? So let's go ahead and let's divide these in half. And so we could divide it that way, that's half. We could divide it that way, that's half. Or another possibility would be going corner to corner and easily showing you how you can do this to show all the different ways. And then we could take some time, color it in, and you would know that that was half right there. That line's a little bit too high. All right. But each of these pictures now represents the fraction 1/2. And so we see that idea. Let's try another one. If you were given a rectangle and you were asked to shade 1/3 of it, we're looking to represent the fraction 1/3. And so we could start by putting some lines like this and having a 1/3. And looks like we're off a little bit on this side, but you get the picture here. And then we could take our pencil or pen or whichever, and you could shade in 1/3 of that. And you can very easily see how this works. But that's not the only picture we could use. We could also divide it this way, going 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. And so now that we've divided it this way, we could shade in 1/3 this way, and you see we have another representation of how to draw the fraction 1/3. All right. Different pictures, same amount. Let's look at a word problem that uses this principle. It says a merry-go-round has a pointed pattern that covers half the merry-go-round. Which of the pictures doesn't represent a possible pattern? So we have a merry-go-round. As we look at the circles, we see that it's divided into 8 sections. So understanding that it's 8 sections, now we need to know that half of 8 would be 4. And so we're looking for 4 out of the 8 sections are going to be one color, and of course the other 4 are going to be the opposite color. And so looking at our first picture, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 green triangles and 4 white. Looking at picture number 2, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4 green, which means there's 4 white. Third picture, 1, 2, 3, 4 green, 4 white. And the fourth picture, we see 2 green triangles, 6 white. And so in the end, our merry-go-round could not be this pattern right here, because that picture there does not represent the fraction 1/2 in the form of 4/8. So we have another example. Your sample for your lesson is to draw a rectangle, separate it into 6, and shade 2 of the portions, and then write what the fraction is. That is the end of lesson 37.